Hi there, my name is Sammy and I'm a ghost, and I'm gonna react to Paranormal Activity. Let's get into it.
Dennis.
Okay, so first of all, the thing you need to understand about ghosts is we can't actually see out of these sheets. So that's why there's always a big bang or a big crash when somebody smashes into something. It's because I literally can't see. I literally can't see the video that I'm watching right now. So I'm just gonna basically guess based on what I hear as to what's going on. Alright, let's get into it. So like I said, we're always crashing into stuff, and that can make things like getting around kind of difficult. A lot of people think that we're trying to haunt them, but in reality, all we're trying to do is get from point A to point B. So keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's not someone crashing into something per se. That might be something a little different. We're ghosts, we do have feelings, and when people try and hunt us and try and get rid of us, it can be kind of annoying. So just remember to treat your fellow ghosts with respect. You could become a ghost one day. So, yeah.
Toby!
God, holy.
You should sub.
Holy. Did you see that?
You should sub.
No! Scratched myself or something.
Yeah, so that sound of boo, yeah, that usually has to do with us trying to use our ghostly powers of teleportation. It's pretty cool to teleport, I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is, when you can't see, it's kind of hard to teleport because you don't know where you're going. So, yeah, we as ghosts have the ability to teleport, but we don't actually know where we're going still. So keep that in mind. So I can't see the video, but it sounds like a girl is really freaked out and whatnot. That's something that I try not to do as a ghost, but again, sometimes people scream at me for no reason, and I don't really know where I am or what I'm doing. And to be honest, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. So yeah, a lot of ghosts scaring people is just a big misunderstanding due to the fact that we always can't see because of this sheet over our heads. So keep that in mind. See that sound? That sound is the sound of a ghost going to the bathroom. Now you might think, you're a ghost, you don't need to eat. And that's true, we don't need to eat. But that doesn't mean that we can't go to the bathroom. You see, when you've been dead for many years, you start to miss a lot of things about being alive, including going to the bathroom. So it might seem a little strange to you, but that sound is actually that ghost in this movie going to the bathroom. So keep that in mind. So all the crashing, yeah, that's just directional challenges. Humans can be kind of annoying sometimes. We can try and scare them a little bit, haunt them a little bit, but actually, like, making their life hard? No, I don't. No, I'm a pretty young ghost. I'm only about 200 years dead. Some of the older ghosts, maybe they might want to try and make someone's life hard, but for the most part, us ghosts are just like you and me, you know? We're just trying to go about our daily lives, trying to exist, you know? And it can be kind of hard when everyone's screaming at you and stuff, so just keep that in mind.
You should sub.
Yeah, it looks like that ghost. I can't really tell what's going on in the video because I can't see, but it sounds like the ghost pushed that man down the stairs. That's actually impossible. Ghosts can't physically touch a human with that much force. So the thing that we can do is we can kind of touch a human a little bit and then get so scared that we're touching them that they will fall over themselves. So not as powerful as you might think. The only thing that we could possibly lift is if it was a really small kid, like a baby. So yeah. So we can interfere with technology and radios and whatnot. It's part of our corporeal body, so to speak. But the annoying thing is, Steve Jobs actually knew how to talk to ghosts, and he made a lot of his Apple products ghost-proof. So we can really only mess with things like radios and Windows 98 computers. So keep that in mind. Pots and pans. I hate pots and pans, really. It's like, why are you rubbing in your face the fact that you can eat food and I can't? Like, one day you're gonna be a ghost too and you're not gonna be able to eat food. It's like, come on, man. It sounds like we made the car alarm go off. That's something that I like to do a lot because I hate cars and driving. But see, once you can fly like a ghost, cars seem really silly and dumb. You know, like, why would you get into a metal hunk just to get from point A to point B when you can fly, you know? So, yeah. Ooh, that scared me.
Right.
Ghosts can get scared too, you know. It's not just humans. Oh my god, I hate little children so much. It's like, why do you gotta rub your life in my face? Dogs are pretty cool though, in general. This dog is barking a lot, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. It's a ghost flying around, people are screaming, and usually the ghost is just lost, right? We're not actually trying to harm anybody. We're just kind of wondering where we are. Like, I remember one time, me and my ghost friends got so confused. We were in the middle of a Chuck E. Cheese, and unfortunately some ghost conrades got called, and they had to help us get out. Ooh, gotcha. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you say?
You should sub. You should sub. You should sub.
A lot of you are probably wondering, like, do ghosts have penises? And I think a better question would be, why are you so perverted to think about whether or not a ghost has a penis? And yes, we do have penises. My penis is right here, okay? So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But come on, guys, you guys are freaks. You just, don't be so insensitive about my penis. Whoa, so much senseless screaming, am I right?
Katie?
Can you tell me who you were talking to? What was that?
So, there's nothing wrong with talking to a ghost, guys. Like, we're just people like you and me at the end of the day. The only difference is we're dead and you're not, okay? So, it's totally fine to talk to us. I know people are gonna think you're crazy, but come on, like, we have things to say. Like, I play Fortnite, things like that.
Mom is gonna be so mad. I was supposed to be babysitting.
Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. It's kind of hard for me to tell what's going on in this video because I can't see, as I've mentioned before. But from what I could tell, this girl seems like a little brat. You know, not exactly someone that I would be friends with. But seeing as how ghosts are confused all the time, beggars can't really be choosers. I mean, I became friends with a homeless woman who thought I was her boyfriend for several years, mainly just because I was lost. So, ghosts are just like you. Yeah, so they're gonna try and drive away from us in a car. It's like, why would you try and drive away from a ghost? Like, we can literally teleport. We can fly really fast. It's just a waste of everybody's time, really. The only thing is we can't see. So if you kind of like go away in a way that's kind of out of the way, we probably won't be able to find you. So if you're trying to evade a ghost, just try and think about like how you would hide from like a blind guy. You know, like a blind guy, but who could run really fast. You know what I mean? And I don't mean any disrespect to the blind community. You know, I'm blind, all the other ghosts are blind. I'm just kind of giving you everyday life. And even if you run into a ghost, like, we're pretty nice. Like, you can talk to us. Like, unless we're like a crotchety old ghost from the Roman Empire or something. So that sound was an example of a ghost fart. If you hear a "bah," yeah, that's usually a ghost fart, and not very pleasant. For us, farts can be very loud and embarrassing, and we actually use them as echolocation in order to find out kind of like where we are and what's going on in our surroundings. So just keep that in mind.
Man, what did that shit with a... That was Oscar.
Who's Oscar? I don't know. I can't see anyone.
You should sub.
He was in Anna's! Oscar! Oscar!
I am sick and tired of this Oscar guy messing everything up. Now, I have about a 5% understanding of this movie, okay? I don't really know what's going on, so forgive me, but they're talking about Oscar a lot. He seems very problematic. He seems like a problematic king, so just keep that in mind. Okay, a lot of people think that, like, in ghost movies, like, a lot of the ghosts are kids. It's like, how many kids do you know that die? I mean, it happens, but most of us are old. I mean, I was, like, 85 when I died, so, you know, I didn't really know what was going on for a couple of years before I died. So it was actually kind of nice to become a ghost because I got full use of my brain again. Ghosts don't have Alzheimer's, famously.
Jesse, stop! Jesse!
That was a nice little sound. That's usually what happens when a ghost has a burp. It sounds like, you know, not exactly normal, but it's ghost life. Like, what do you want from me?
Stop! Jesse! What the fuck? Shit!
So a lot of you might be thinking, like, what do ghosts do for fun? And actually, what we do for fun is we mess with humans. So that's why there are all these ghosts messing with humans that show up. It's because we kind of enjoy it. Like, it's kind of fun for us. And, like, ultimately, nobody really ends up harmed unless they, you know, have an accident, which isn't our fault, you know. So imagine if you were blind all the time and you didn't know what you were doing and you heard a human, like, come on, like, you're invisible, you can kind of, like, mess around with them. It's fun. So just keep that in mind.
You should sub. You should sub.
Anybody's here.
I love doing that right after they kind of admit that there's a ghost. They're like, oh, I think it's woo! I'm gonna go scare you. So, yeah, it's pretty fun stuff. It's just fun to do, you know.
You should sub.
The door. Excuse me. I need your help, please.
It's really not that serious, guys. Come on. I mean, we're just ghosts. Like, there are way more dangerous things than ghosts in the world, like guns, mass shootings, you know, political violence, you know. We're just ghosts. Like, we're silly. We're like knocking stuff over and being confused all the time. It's not exactly, you know, easy. But we're not that dangerous. Like, you can kind of mess with us if you just, like, run around and kind of make noise. And we're going to be confused as to what's going on. Just like how I'm confused by this video. You have a much better idea of what is going on in this video than I do. Because I can't see. So just keep that in mind.
You should sub.
Ooh, so scary, right? So scary, ghost. Come on.
Go!
Finally, someone says it.
Ryan, what are you doing?
You should sub.
No, that sounds like a pretty scary ghost, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are, like, levels to this stuff, like, you know, there's me, Billy, like, I'm not that scary, like, I'll just mess around a little bit and go away, but there are some pretty scary ghosts if you go, pretty far south, you know, if you go to the Florida and whatnot, there's a lot of ghosts there, pretty scary. If you want ghosts that aren't as scary, go to a place like Cleveland, go to a place like Vancouver. I'm personally a Canadian ghost. You don't really hear about Canadian ghosts that often. It's because we're not as scary, you know. It just really depends on what nationality the ghost is. So keep that in mind. That's actually a ghost attempting to make ghost music, which is very popular for us. That sounds like a ghost slurping a milkshake, as they say. And unfortunately, we can't digest anything. So if we slurp up a milkshake, it just kind of floats right through us and comes out of us. It makes date nights very awkward as a ghost. So keep that in mind.
Knows what you're doing.
Why is it always the kid who can see us? I mean, I think that that's very inaccurate in this movie. It's actually usually older people who can see us because the kids are too stupid to understand what's going on. But one thing kids have going for them is they're much more likely to believe signs of a ghost if they see us. You know what I mean? That sounds like a ghost shirt, if you know what I mean. Okay, where was that scream coming out of nowhere? Like, come on. That's so annoying when you're trying to just do ghost things, you know, go around town, like, floating around, and then randomly you hear someone go, "Oh!" It's like, I have feelings, you know. God.
Tell me where she is!
You should sub. You should sub. You should sub.
You might think it's impossible for ghosts to be racist because we're all white, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Ghosts have incredible racism and political dynamics that are, you know, honestly pretty harmful, and we're trying to work on that.
Jesus.
You should sub.
That's pretty funny. Boo! Yeah, good stuff.
You don't know what you're doing!
That's a ghost burp if I've ever seen one. It looks like that guy tried to eat something.
You should sub.
Yeah, that's a really scary ghost. I definitely wouldn't be friends with that guy. But, you know, it is what it is. And there are lots of people in the world. Not all of them have to be your friends, you know. And a good way for them to mess with this guy is if they kind of just try to confuse him. Like they would confuse a blind man, you know, like throw stuff in the corner of the room, stuff like that. That'd really confuse the ghost and they'd be able to escape. But I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I know you want to ask it, how did I die? Well, let's just say that unlimited chicken McNuggets is a bit of a false advertising, okay?
You should sub.
very destructive dealing with a ghost. I mean, it's not just the ghost breaking stuff at this point, it's the humans too, but who gets blamed? It's always the ghost. Oh, ghosts break everything. Ghosts are the worst. It's like, come on, guys. Like, we're human. Like, it's you too, you know? Humans are the bad part. Ghosts are just dead humans. You know what I mean?
Hands up!
It sounds like that human is taking a dump, you know?
Easy, buddy.
Okay, don't call a ghost buddy. You know, buddy is actually an insult for a lot of ghost cultures, you know. Just don't do it, trust me. Ghosts are really just like you and me for the most part. It's not like we're super scary or anything. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment a question you have for Sammy the Ghost, and as always,